CSR now. And I am here to present to you company executives and other partner organizations, the events that CSR now are going to plan in the coming year that we will all be working together to bring forth. So I am here first to introduce to you what is CSR now. Even though most of you have been our partners before, we are very much excited to work together with the new partners that I'm seeing here in front of me inside the room right now. So CSR now, making CSR happen now. Our mission statement is that we are an events organizer that aims to bring businesses and NGOs together for the transformation of people's lives and their communities through CSR events and programs. By working together as a team, CSR now can make it happen. In plain and simple, we are an events organizer, but we are a special events organizer because we focus on CSR now. What we see is that in the events and things that we try to do, we will be able to bring businesses and NGOs together to have more focused events and organizations that will bring about change and help to those who need it. Our mission statement is that CSR now promotes corporate sustainability, which is an important part of every successful enterprise. We want to be the catalyst for change by helping major multinationals change the world, one CSR at a time. By being an organization that focuses on planning, organizing CSR events, we are able to transform different organizations into something that will bring about great change in our society and within the business community themselves. Even though we know that whole companies have their own divisions, departments that have CSR events, CSR projects as their main focus, it is different when you have an independent organization that is able to pool all the resources and focus them into doing something with an unexpected degree of accuracy and unprecedented degree of connections and scope. About us. We are, as I've said earlier, the first events organizer to specialize in coordinating CSR programs and events. We were established in June 2010 by a group of friends from the University of the Philippines who had a passion for helping others and making an impact in the community. Well, when we were in our college days, we felt that businesses were kind of alienating people around them by focusing too much on profit, other projects that could not really make an impact in our society. So while we were thinking of ways on how to help and how to do things, we were able to come up with a company that is able to do all of our objectives, even though we were composed of different individuals coming from different courses. What we were able to do is use all of our talents, all of our different skills and capabilities so that we could produce some company like CSR Now that will make it happen for you. We believe that CSR should be an integral part of every business. Employees should be encouraged not only to make an impact in the workplace but in the community. So even though we've only been existing as a company for a year, we've had major partners before like HSBC, Chevron, Unilever, Film Life, and Smart. And some of you here were already our partners before, and I'm very much happy to see that you are again our partners here in our very big endeavor that we will be pushing through next year. And I very much welcome the new sponsors and partner organizations that we have, and we look forward to more projects with you in the future. So to move on, I would like to call on my colleague, Krizzia, Jabonillo, to give you an overview of the events or the event that we are planning that we would need your help and sponsorship to bring about next year. It has something to do with gender empowerment, and well, I'll just let Krizzia fill in the details for you.
Thank you, JC, for that introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Krizzia Jabonillo, and I will be presenting Woman, I'm Awesome in Every Way. So, what is woman? Awesome in every way. So, this event is a 2-day convention for women. So, it will be held on March 23 to 24, 2012, very timely for the Women's Month. And it will be held in the SMX Convention Center at Pasay City, Manila. So, the objectives. What are the objectives of woman? So, the event is aimed to promote women's role in nation building and to inspire them to be awesome in every way. So this event particularly is to empower women in the workforce. The venue, as I have said earlier, it will be an SMX Convention Center. It's located in Pasay City, adjacent to the SM Mall of Asia. So it's very accessible to everyone and one can easily find it. So the event would be held in the 2 function rooms in the 2nd floor of the convention center, and a separate hall will be used in the 2nd day, which is located in the 1st floor of the building. So the participants, since we are partnering with NGOs, especially the Unlad Kabayan Migrant Services Foundation, they will be one of the beneficiaries. And as for our major sponsors, we will be asking them to have 30 selected employees who will be participating in the said event. So the major sponsors will have the freedom to whomever they will choose, but they should choose women, of course. So the program is slow. On March, it will be 2 days, so it's March 23, a Friday, and March 24, a Saturday. The proposed start of the event will be at 8:30 a.m. This will be the registration for the NGO beneficiaries. So they will be taking part of the first segment of the event, which is the Women at Work. So after the registration, there will be a short opening program, and maybe we could ask the head of the NGO beneficiary or one of our partner sponsors, partner companies, to have a welcoming speech or an inspirational speech. So at 12 noon, there will be lunch break, and then at 1:30, the event will resume with the registration for the company employees, which will take part on our second segment, the Women Talks. So at 5 p.m., it is the estimate end of the program for the first day. Then for the next day, March 24, 2012, Saturday, so it will start at 9 a.m. with the registration of, again, both the NGO beneficiaries and the employees who will be taking part. So at 10 a.m., the next segment of the program, the Pretty Woman, will commence. And here, we chose the first floor hall, to have the program in, since we will be having yoga sessions, aerobic dancing sessions, and other jamming sessions that the participants will take part. So at 12 noon, the lunch and the program culmination will happen, and at exactly an estimate of 2 p.m., the program will finally end. As I have said earlier, there are 3 segments of the convention. So these are the Woman at Work, the Woman Talks, and the Pretty Woman. Digging in and knowing more about the segments of the program, we'll tackle first about the Woman at Work. So earlier I said that it will be held in the first function room at the 2nd floor of the SMX, and it will be held on May 23, 2012. So Women at Work aims to promote entrepreneurship to FWs and men doing women's roles. Since this is focused on the beneficiaries of Unlad Kabayan, so we try to incorporate their vision and missions. So that's why we are promoting entrepreneurship, since Unlad Kabayan helps OFWs to spend their money wisely. So our speakers for the event, we already invited Miss Rosalinda Limapales Baldos, our DOL Secretary, to have talks about livelihood and employment in the Philippines, and to be acquainted on how the government and how private individuals can help OFWs maximize their resources. And another speaker for the session is Representative Emmanuel Joel Villanueva, the Director General of TESDA and the representative of SIBAC Party List. So he is tasked to impart something on the programs that TESDA is offering to those OFWs and to also their children. For TESDA is responsible for giving vocational courses to some Filipino citizens. So the next segment of our program is about the Women Talks. So the Women Talks will be held in the first function room of the second floor of the SMX. So it will be happening on May 23, 2012 in the afternoon. So this segment aims to discuss some professional, legal, and personal concerns of women, especially the working women. So we also have invited certain speakers that will really help on addressing all those issues that I have mentioned. So first speaker is Maria Reza. She's the head of the ABS-CBN News and Current Affairs Department, CNN Bureau Chief of Manila and Jakarta. And she has received a National Headliner Award for Investigative Journalism. So Ms. Maria Reza is an evidence or a proof that women can excel in different fields. In her case, in journalism. So she will be tasked to discuss about tips or ways women can be successful in their chosen fields. So this is very timely since her talk will be on empowering women and on helping them to be less insecure in men-dominated fields. So the next speaker is Attorney Katrina Ligarda, who is the chair of the Child Justice League and specializes in family law and women's and children's rights. So Attorney Ligarda will be taking on the legal issues that are faced by many women, especially these years, like violence and also in children, since women and children are always hand in hand. So she will be talking about certain laws that will help in promoting the welfare of women, especially the Violence Against Women and Children Act. And the next speaker is Dr. Esperanza Cabral, the former DOH secretary and cardiologist and clinical pharmacologist. So she will be tackling on health issues that women are facing, especially in this generation, like colon cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and other ways and other diseases. She will be also tasked to give tips or methods or ways that women can apply to prevent them from acquiring these diseases, and to become more healthy and more sustainable in their everyday life. And the last of the speakers is Senator Pia Cayetano, the youngest woman senator in the Philippines, and a lawyer, triathlete, an accomplished legislator, and who is very, very active in women's welfare, advocating women's welfare. So she will be tackling on the programs or other fields that highlight women empowerment. So she will be addressing on the problem